start to see if they can change the structure, and with this start the project. But they invest time doing the analysis and taking some calls, and at the end they realized that the communication failed, and this was something that the company wasn't looking for.
So that was time lost.
Yeah.
Or something, had there been better communication, then they could have been more productive and focused on something else.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And that starts with, it sounds like Roberto was involved in the decision not to go forward with that project, because commercial said no, but somehow or another it didn't get to those two teams.
Yeah, they start to see this option like 2 or 3 weeks early, and when they have a discussion on the board, they speak about the topic, and they say no, this cannot be done. Commercial has an impact on their clients, and in this case, Toño says we cannot impact the service, so it's out of the table.
Okay. Great example. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So those are my questions around Roberto's team as an organization. Okay. And now we're going to get into the individual feedback. And if you don't know someone well enough to give feedback, that's fine. You can just say pass.
Okay.
What we'll be doing is I want you to describe the leadership effectiveness of each person and think about what are their individual strengths and interpersonal weaknesses. So, what do they do well? And if you were coaching them, and giving them feedback, what would you like to see them do differently, or what suggestion would you offer? Okay?
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So we're going to start with Roberto.
Okay. In the case of Roberto, I think he's a good leader. When the operational team see him, they see him like a really good board member. But I think he needs to start working more in the expenses part. He's really focused on the service, on the quality, and on the performance, on the operational performance. But he's not really focusing on the indicators that are related to monetary expenses. So for me, I think he will add more focus on this, and he will work in the communication to the team, not only to their own team, also to the rest of the team. And I think I will say he responds really quickly to the feedback that he obtained for the SMT or other members that report direct to them. And in the case of finance, in my case, I haven't received the feedback from him, and I would like to get a feedback from him about my work and what is he expecting for finance side.
Okay, so you would like more feedback from him, as well as more focus with him on the monetary expenses, and as well as his communications with his team.
Yeah, because at the end, the core of my role is working only to direct costs. So I'm really focused only to review and see the performance of Roberto's team.
Okay. That's good feedback, but he's really good when it comes to, working with his leaders, focusing on the service and the quality, and works well with his colleagues. But it's just the communication piece that I'm hearing, as well as the focus on monetary expenses, and as well giving feedback to his partners like you in finance.
Yeah. And actually, I have to say that I have seen a change since last year to this year. But I think it's something that he should stay still working on, and we will see a good results if he continue with this manner of managing the team.
Okay, so continue to focus on it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, the next one is Artur. Arturo?
Arturo Fonseca.
Yes.
Yes.
You said it beautifully. Okay.
Yeah, I think from him, he and his team is the one that I have more interaction. So from his part, I think uh, I don't have really something to uh, to develop because at the end the experience that I have with him is all good. I think he's a person that can do the decisions really fast, but sometimes the decisions, even he already take the decision, he has to go with the board for the approval. But in terms of how fast he's working and responding to the changes that we have in the organization, he's really good. He he has been able to adapt to the changes, not only about the structure, also to the changes of the company in this year that we have the COVID-19. He do
Mm-hmm.
a really good response, and he's really good delegating activities to the people. So now he he's not someone that he wants mm, to have all the work and everything has to be reviewed with him before their team release information to other areas. At the end, I think he really trusts in his own team, and sometimes the information doesn't have to be approved by him before the own team give us information. So I think this is something good. In terms of communication, we have a really close communication to review things, not only by mail. If there is something important or urgent, we can have a telephone call and solve it. So I think from this perspective, we have been working really good with Arturo, and I have received feedback from him. So something that I really like from him is when there is something wrong or you are doing something that they don't feel comfortable. Uh, the first thing that he did is going with you talk and see what is the problem. So I think this is something uh, that should be copying the rest of the operational team.
Yeah, it sounds like it does. I wanted to go back with the trust in his team. It sounded like it's something that he has built with his team, but was there an opportunity in there? I'm not sure. With
And I think it's something that he should continue working on, but I feel compared to other years that he empowered more the people during this year than other years.
Okay,
For example, in prior years, when I have to review something with his team, I have to go with them, and they have first to review the information with the director that was in this year, and then the information. And now, when I go to the team, they review it in the moment and give me the information without going first with Arturo and see if he's okay. So
okay.
I think this is like the empowerment that he's giving to their team.
So that's something he should continue to do.
Yes.
Okay, great. The next one is Don Diego.
Okay. I think I haven't worked with him, so I will say pass.
Pass.
Yes.
Okay. About Octavio.
Octavio. Okay.
Fabio.
Uh, yeah, Octavio. I haven't worked really close with him, but in the last, I think, 4 or 5 months, I have been interacting with him related to budget stuff. And now that he's taking responsibilities related to the hub and the air structure, because we have like the open position, I see that he really have a huge knowledge of the operation. He knows really good. I will say that it's one of the employees that really have a full knowledge of how the the structure from DHL works and the impact. So he's always really proactive, participating in meetings